Hello everyone, it's MacNando here. Before we start the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that only about 10% of you guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my YouTube channel. We gotta fix that. So if you guys like what you see, please click that subscribe button and click that bell icon to get more content like this out. Thank you, and enjoy the video. I watched a film called See How They Run. Not a lot of people are aware of this movie's existence. I only really found out about it when I watched a screening of it when I watched Nope. And the plot looked very interesting from what the trailers showed. It was capitalizing on the murder mystery genre, the whodunit sort of deal, which is a plot line that I rarely see nowadays in movies. Like the only real one that I've seen recently that was any worth mentioning was the film Knives Out, directed by Rian Johnson, which is a film I really enjoyed when it came out. It excited me a lot more than most people did because there was barely anyone in the theater that I went to who watched this film. In fact, the only other people that were there were a couple who sat 3 seats below me and just started making out and not really paying attention to the movie. So really it was just one person that was watching the movie, and it was me. And I watched the film from beginning to end, and I can confirm that this film really wasn't worth going for. In fact, it kind of just felt generic and not really all that special. I'll go over the things I do like. First of all, I think the setting is really appropriate. I really like the backdrop of the 1950s, post-World War II. I like a lot of the shots that utilize the setting and the time period. While I was watching the movie, a lot of the cinematography and the frames kind of reminded me of a Wes Anderson film, which is a good or bad thing depending on who you are. I personally don't mind. I'm aware that some people aren't really a fan of his style, which to each their own. They do a pretty good job, my favorite of which was Saoirse Ronan, who played this really likable, kind of adorable police constable, and she was easily a highlight every time I saw her. And now on to the stuff that I didn't think was all that special. I didn't really care all that much about the mystery itself. Like, the thing when you're making a film like this is to make yourself stand out from other murder mysteries, and I don't think they did a really good job standing themselves out compared to the rest of the films that are out there. And I think, and I hate doing this because I don't like comparing films with one another, but I think it's appropriate. Knives Out does a way better job of separating itself from other murder mystery genre films, while also there's a lot more memorable characters, there are a lot of better scenes utilizing the camera, there's a lot more intrigue. Overall, it's just a better film, and this film isn't really offering anything new. I mentioned before that I like the cast, but some of them were clearly trying more than others. For instance, I like Sam Rockwell a whole lot, I really do. But his performance in this film really wasn't all that memorable to me. In fact, I feel like most of the time he's just kind of tired and not really putting his all into this film. And it's not a really convincing performance. And it doesn't help that he's playing a character with an accent that he's not too familiar with, because there are times where he slips into his usual American accent. The other characters in this film don't really serve a purpose other than be as potential suspects, because their stories, they could potentially be interesting, but they don't really spend a whole lot of time developing them, and they kind of leave a lot of them unresolved. There's this one plot line with John Wolfe, played by Reese Shearsmith. Had to Google that name for a second, and a love affair between him and his wife and his assistant that could have been interesting had they developed it further, but they didn't, and I kind of forgot about it until the very end of the film, where it was just like, hey, where did this plotline go, and was it really necessary to even include this? Overall, I just found the film kind of dull, kind of not really all that interesting. I like some of the characters, but they're not going to save this film. If you like murder mysteries, I guess this one could be a good introduction, but you could do a lot better. I prefer Knives Out more than this film. It's a way better murder mystery than this film, and you'd be a lot better off watching that. So yeah.
The new wave, turn it up, I'm in the backseat chilling with your girl, what's up? She wanna talk all day, but I'm not in the mood. I'm trying to dance all night, I got something to do. I make hits for the people at home in their rooms, looking for a reason to get out of it soon. Found me on the internet just making some moves. Now I'm going up, CNN on the news. She gon' shake, shake, shake like a bottle she popped at. I'm off that.